That wasn't fun. That wasn't very nice of it. But hey, I don't know where it cut out there exactly. Alright, what guns do I have? I got the carbine. I kind of just got unexpectedly assaulted and then it crashed my game. Oh, Jesus. So that was an effect. What just happened? Where am I? Where are these enemies at? Hi, Chaos. I'm busy. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Hello, sweet baby. You want to be a part of the stream? You want to be the star girl? Yeah. You're a sweet girl, aren't you? Yeah. I don't even think I'm going the right way. I should probably pay attention. Like, I got this nice handy dandy little mini map, but boy, do I just not follow it. Oh, hey, manuscript pages. Oh, hey, ammo. I actually need some of that quite badly right now. What do we got? Alan, explain it to me.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Oh, that's fun. Also, is there another one here?
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Cool. Okay, we got another one right here. Oh no. Okay, I didn't crash this time.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Okay. Am I gonna have to deal with the spiders again? I don't like the spiders. Man, there's a lot of manuscripts right around this place, huh?
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice.
Exposition.
It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Is this one like assuming you didn't play the first game? Because this would be a weird game to play without playing it. Oh, look at the little lights. I don't know what those are, but... Okay, let's go ahead and get this equipment. Hi, lady. Don't ask me how I know, but I got the camera piece I know we're going to need. I'm just saving myself running around time. Oh, we're not getting up there, are we? Ah, fuck the Birdman. Oh, shit. No. Into the sweet light. Okay, so where are we looking for exactly? Don't see any pages. Oh, more Birdmen. There we go. They dead. Birdman dead. Hi.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you. Is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll
Yeah,
unlock
there you
the
are.
door.
You kind of
Thanks.
remember. What's it this
I
time?
know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic.
Yeah, man, you're just like me.
Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for
I
dismemberings and
guess.
whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many
reliable.
things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
What a douchebag. Fucking whatever.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
It
I have the
did.
replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Get all those goodies. She's like, yeah, okay, I don't know what else to say. We'll just go with it. Look, just don't question it. Everything's fine.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Okay. Oh, let's go talk to the scary lady. Alright, coming up. Alan, God, you're out of shape, man.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it.
Look, it
I
just
suppose
is.
I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
Yeah, I
That's an
realize I'm
understatement.
crazy.
I
but-
can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe.
There
On
we
the
go.
other hand, given your
I
appearance
don't want my
and
phone
the
to
fact that you're
start
trying to
going off
convince
right in
me
the
that I'm
middle of
not
this,
insane,
so-
perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
Yeah, sure. Look, you
You're
keep
not having a
thinking on that.
psychotic episode, Doctor.
Okay. I'm not just gonna sit here and keep pressing E. I would like to play the game. And she kind of freaks me out. Okay, now let's go mess with the coolant. Ugh, just start yawning non-stop. Where is... Okay, we going, okay. What's up? Game's been a little laggy today. Not sure why, it worked just fine. Okay. I wanted that one instead, I guess, that's fine.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Fun. Going this way. Is this where the other journal page is? Aw, yeah.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
Okay, there we go. I must have all the pages in this area. Page. And the guns it unlocks. Oh, it's up there, I think. Now. I just want the manuscript page. Game, what is wrong with you?
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Okay. go. On the go. Let's go. No. Excuse me. Look at you trying to flank me. But you weren't good enough, because I have a third-person camera and I can see behind me. Hello. Excuse you. Nope. I love the flares. They give me some space to work. Ow! You just hit me with the canister. Stop it.
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
I did it.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Okay. This game is not running good right now. That was rude.
I guess they didn't like that.
Huh, what makes you think that, Alan? Kick the tumbleweed. Stock. Oh, there's a lot more.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Interesting. So she was also at the party. Everybody at the party? I'm going that way, I guess. We gotta run back up.
Mountain's trying to kill me.
Everything's being super rude right now. Oh no. I was relying on that light. Fuck. Game. Double light source. There we go. I don't have 40. Oh shit. I don't have 40 yet. Okay. That has to stay there. I'm very sad about that. Let me in, 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 let me in. Let me in. They be crazy out there.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Okay, I'm coming. My chaos. My kitty hungry. Slowly making my way up.
find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
I don't know, you kind of scare me, but
What's on your mind,
what's
Doctor?
going on?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that
All
came
normal.
true.
Completely normal.
I
Happens all
learned
the
to fight
time.
it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
Yeah,
I will
there's been
gladly
a lot of
admit
crazy shit,
that something
lady.
exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's
Yeah,
all
you
right
are.
to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by
I
things
didn't-
like physics and probabilities.
I wasn't
or
ready to
natural
get into
reality,
philosophical debate
which is
here.
presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices,
By
there's a moral and
chaos.
ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Fair enough.
Another printout. Another
Another
signal
printout.
fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in,
Back
it did
in the
not
year.
end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
It's almost certainly not enough, my man. Alright. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got a journal page.
Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
That's gonna be fun.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
All right. Hi.
You again.
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
You want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah,
chill?
I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman.
Are you okay, lady?
Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
You know, Alan, that's a little rude.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes. You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
You don't seem like you're
I don't
doing too
wanna
good.
Be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Goodbye. Talking to you is always an experience. What's on the radio?
Weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Yeah, what's going on, Ricky,
we've got
man?
free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us.
You
And
okay,
what
man?
we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
Existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
What just happened? Yeah, just take those keys from you. Let's go. What's that?
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Oh, Mr. Scratch, what do you want? Howard! Stay and face me. Souvenir. I think I have 30. I have 20-ish, I think. Drat! Right. him go. Load, Alan, load! Woo! Okay. That was a just in time. Now load it up. There we go. Oh, what did he leave me on the TV this time? You never know. It's always a fun little surprise. What are you doing, man?
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good.
Okay.
Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it.
You don't even want this, man.
And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet.
There's no need to be rude like that, man.
My darling wife.
Douchebag. Okay, we gotta continue our run. Yeah, I'm restoring the power. Wait, hold on, was there a journal? There sure is. I almost missed the journal page.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
Well, stop him. Okay. So what are we doing here? So what's gonna happen after I restore the power this time? How many do I need for that?
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
You know what? I will keep running. You can't stop me. No. Bad. No. I buffer. Forward action in. I'm gonna take you all out. Ooh, yeah, and get the assault rifle. Sweet. I needed some assault rifle ammo. Got a goodie over here. Not one I can access at the moment. Rats. Okay, we'll make our way back to that. So I'm done with this. Anything fun around here? No. Oh, there we go. Got a manuscript page. Alright, Alan, tell me a story.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Sure. Yeah, let's reload this. Is this still the same? That was on up. That was down. This was up. No. Oh, I don't know the puzzle. What do I want? Okay, that's what I want, I guess. Trial and error. Trial my error my way out of that. Ah, not the spiders. Fuck you, spiders. Not get electrocuted. Ow! Bitch ass spiders. I hear them behind me. Okay. Oh. Let's not get electrocuted if we can help it. Oh man, it's a maze. Gotta navigate my way out of here. Okay, back at the entrance. Checkpoint me.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Man, why you gotta be such a douchebag? Excuse you. It's actually so bright I can't see. I just realized I had like 7 flares in the flare gun. I'm like, you know what? I can use this. I am allowed to. Yeah. Oops. That works in my favor. Oh, hi. No. Okay, we gotta take out those 3 thingy-majigs, the 3 tower things. So we can get back in here. Where are the dark fountains? There's one. Coming at me with baseball bats. Ooh, that takes them out. That's good to know. That is actually very good to know. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. I don't have. I should have a lot. Oh, no, I don't, I guess. There we go. Got plenty of those, though. Whew.
The Champion of Light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
Okay, there's a film noir poster. I want to play it. While they illuminated a red fire extinguisher. No, no, no. Where's the red fire extinguisher? There it is. I want to play it. Okay. That was late at night. To me, 9:13 p.m. is pretty late at night, but... Oh... Let's see what happens this time, I guess.
It's not enough.
It sure isn't, my man. You gotta do it again.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
I like how he just accepted his fate that time. That was fun.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures.
Look at Alan go, our champion of light.
Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
I like that I keep my guns. You're new.
Holy shit. What are you, the King Hillbilly?
You are very new. Okay, he does die. He can die.
Thor and Odin Anderson, old gods of Asgard.
Man,
I
they
still
helped me
don't
out
quite
a lot.
know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
I don't know. They're cool. They're cool people. Okay, so we have to do this song and dance
right
again.
on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Ah, we're just doing it now. I don't need to check the manuscript. I've done this song and dance. Man, they're really making the most out of this cutscene. Die too. I don't know what you do. Think you're living those gunshots?
stop. Saving Emma.
You're free to try, man. I don't know if you can. Oh, I wanted that ammo. Oh, you again. Okay, anybody else here? Anybody else want to throw down?
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
Cool.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be my
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
Ow. You gave me an ouchie. That's weird of him. For me, bitch. Hello, Chaos. Oh, jeez. Oh, Chaos, get my way.
Clear now.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
It's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Yeah, I don't blame
Fair
you.
enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You just got high on weed. I don't blame her. Okay. How do I secure the fuse box exactly? It's back here. Excuse me, I don't want the nail gun, I'm sorry. I like my SMG just fine. Oh, well, we have to look at the TV, don't we?
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
It matters. It matters a lot. Alright, Mr. Scratch, what you got for me?
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend.
Barry's great.
Really? That's the best you can do. I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business.
You're being really mean.
Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town?
Don't bite my
They keep in
desk.
touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Scratch. Yo, what's up? Okay, there we go. Stop it. Alright. Let's see about securing this fuse box. How did that secure it? I don't know what I did. I don't know how flipping that switch secured the box. I feel like they could still fuck with it if they wanted to. I don't really feel like that did a whole lot. I can't get in.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the
Yeah,
diner?
what happened at the diner
There's
exactly?
this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
Yeah, that's
Shouldn't blame
that's
yourself.
fair.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do. Which room is he in this time? Thing. I want to get this manuscript page. I'm at 32.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience.
Yeah, they're quite a bit
It's as
different.
if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That game just came out recently. I've not played it yet. I'm kind of interested in it, but those Dead by Daylight kind of games never really hooked me. So I don't know how I feel about it. You in here? You sure are, man. Let's get out of here, dude.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Well, I hope so. I guess we'll find out.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
That would be nice. Unlikely, but it'd be nice. Okay, yeah, let's, we have to fight. Can I listen to my radio in peace? I don't want the action shotgun. I can open that? What's happening?
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that
I want
this book is
Alex
still
Casey
being
video
appreciated by so many
game.
readers.
Yes, of course, but
I
don't
want
wanna
a
deal
video
with the
game
business side.
of the
I leave
character
that to
in the
Alan
video
Bacon.
game, please.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business. And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side. I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
This man does not focus in his interviews, does he? He's kind of just all over the place. Okay, Jesus. There we go. somebody else. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. This game isn't nearly as bad as Alan Wake about it, but there are definitely times where I will be pressing buttons, and Alan just does not do the thing. You know, let's get the power situated here.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
And it's throwing a car at me again. Great! Rude. Okay, back to Dr. Meadows. Oh, Jesus, you just came out of a bush there. Not very nice of you. Excuse me. Woohoo! Could I have cut that any closer? Fuck that guy in particular. Good stuff I wanted. Oh, Jesus. No. There we go. I haven't seen that guy in a while, actually.
Come on in.
It's me. Let me in, please. You got the signal ready?
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Yeah, I know. Give me that. We're rocking out, I guess. Whoa, holy shit. Jesus. That's called getting caught in a corner, apparently. What the fuck?
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Are you okay? I just gotta wait till he's dead. I did it. We good? Are there more of them? Oh yeah, I guess there are.
Black space, light never scratched the depths of this space.
I need some of his ammo. goodies, give me the goodies. Goodies! They're dead.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory.
That'd be
just
nice.
rude. Are you alright?
Yeah, you know, you're right.
Glad.
You're right,
I'll
Meadows.
send
That
the
is
list down to
rude.
you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
It is indeed interesting.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally.
Hey! Got the whole
In
signal
a
this
strange
time.
way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Is this the final confrontation? Am I gonna beat the game right now? I wasn't ready for it to be... I don't know what's happening, to be honest. I don't know how long this is. I just figured I'd stream it before Control. I gotta prep for Alan Wake 2.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Burn, frick. Oh, hi. Excuse you. Excuse you. No. You go charge someone else.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
Your two weapons. Okay, so we just went right to the power this time. Makes sense, I guess. Oh my god. Look at all them! Hold on, I gotta reload. There we go. Oh, no, we're not done yet. There we go. Oh, no, there's still another. Man, they're just everywhere. Doing great. I could use some more flares and flare guns and stuff. Chilling around somewhere. Gimme. How are we doing it this time? Try all up. My go-to. Try this one down. Okay, let's try this one down. And then is there like a hint or a clue I'm supposed to be following for these? Because I genuinely just guess. Okay, let's try you down and you down. No. Try you up and you down. Oh, okay, you up and you down. Now I'm running into what haven't I tried yet? Okay, I got it. I did it. Ow. Shit. Move. Enjoy some light. Okay. Let's get to that projector building. I want to go this way. Where are you going?
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
I'm being a douchebag. Woohoo! Okay, that hit me, but it didn't. Alright, I'm a psycho. Whoa, what just happened? Don't throw cars at me. Fucking prick.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Yeah, I know, you really want to. It's really rude of you, actually. manuscript page. I don't actually really even think they matter to me anymore, but...
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
Alrighty then. Okay. I want that ammo.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
It might, but I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, I want that. Oh, I'm not safe. I want to watch the TV.
I've been around for a while now. It's been... I operate in the shadows. I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep. And the things that live in it are bad, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right?
Sure.
But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party goober. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else, do my thing, get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Douche. Yeah, hold on.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death, but now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend, and they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
That's fair enough. Just gotta focus on those. Okay, one more. One more. Alright, we did it. Okay, so what's gonna happen in here now? I didn't even really use my gun there.
Again, the Champion of Light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
What are we doing? Okay, so Alice's film is in the projector. Do I have that? Where's the projector? That one. They all Alice's real? Oh, okay. That actually might be that one. Okay. Okay, so I want that. Ballet limited fire extinguisher. Excuse you. It's not really a spotlight, but I guess it's good enough. Somewhere. Almost over. And late at night. What's happening now? Cutscene!
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life.
Chaos. Watch this end with me. Huh. Alrighty then. Oh, am I back?
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
Kissy, kissy.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Ah, hell yeah, that was awesome. Well, that was... Oh, I wonder what arcane action is. That's all I need. Well, so that was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. That was pretty short, but that doesn't outlive its welcome that way, so... It was alright. The story was fun. Mr. Scratch was a really fun character. I really liked Mr. Scratch. It's a very short game, obviously. It took me, what, like 4 hours or something, if that? Not super long, but that's alright. The action is definitely a lot better than Alan Wake 1, but also it's kind of easy. It's kind of too easy. The enemies just weren't enough of a threat. So, excuse me. You kind of need a bit more of a mix between the original Alan Wake's combat is just too clunky and too slow. Like, just breaking the light off the enemies just takes the darkness off the enemies with the light. It just takes too long, and that made it really boring after a while. It was just too repetitive. But this is the opposite problem of you kind of burn the light off them so quick, why is it even there? And it just, they just drop dead. The enemies just weren't damaging enough. And as annoying as the enemies that threw shit in Alan Wake was, they made the game much more difficult. Without that going on here, it was just, it was nothing. There's nothing to worry about at all. But thank you guys so much for watching. So that means starting Friday, we'll be starting up Control, which I know has something to do with Alan Wake. I actually don't know the connection between them, but I know one of the DLCs, the Alan Wake Experience, AWE, so I'm actually very excited for that. I've started Control several times, but I've never actually played it all the way through. I keep falling off on it. That's not the game's fault. It's a good game. I've always enjoyed what I played of it. So I'm really excited to go into that, and now I know everything about Alan Wake a lot better, so that'll also be a more fun experience for me. And yeah, after that, I don't know what's going on after that, but we'll do this again on Friday around 10:30 again. Thank you guys